Welcome back to #that. I'm Grace Parisi.
And I'm Wildcat Swin. From Avatar to Milan Fashion Week, we are back with the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more. From Hampton to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hampton to Hollywood,
we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Representatives for Wendy Williams, the former queen of daytime talk shows, have disclosed that she has been officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, shedding light on her ongoing health battle. Aphasia, a condition impacting language and communication abilities, and frontotemporal dementia, a progressive disorder affecting behavior and cognitive functions, have presented formidable challenges for the beloved television personality. The revelation came through a press release from the Williams team, crediting her diligent care and team specialists at Weill Cornell Medicine for providing the diagnosis. The statement emphasized the importance of Wendy's diagnosis in facilitating the appropriate medical care she now requires. The decision to share this news was difficult and made after careful consideration, not only to advocate for understanding and compassion for Wendy, but to raise awareness about aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, the statement expressed. Unfortunately, many individuals diagnosed with aphasia and frontotemporal dementia face stigma and misunderstanding, particularly when they begin to exhibit behavioral changes, but yet have not received a diagnosis. Despite the challenges posed by her health conditions, Wendy Williams remains resilient. The statement assured that she retains her trademark sense of humor and continues to handle many aspects of her life independently, supported by the necessary care and protection as a beacon of hope amidst her health struggles. A documentary chronicling Williams' journey is slated to premiere on Lifetime over 2 nights, starting February 24th, filmed over the 2 years following her departure from The Wendy Williams Show in 2021. The documentary offers an intimate portrayal of her life post-talk show, capturing her efforts to reclaim her legacy amid personal and health-related setbacks.
Nickelodeon is bringing back the Fairly Odd Parents with a new series titled Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish. This revival will feature the original voice actors Suzanne Blakesley and Darren Norris as Wanda and Cosmo. The network has ordered 20 episodes for the series, set to debut in the spring on Nickelodeon, with international availability on Netflix later in the year. The storyline follows Hazel Wells, a 10-year-old girl who moved from Philadelphia, feeling lonely and uncertain after her brother goes to college. However, her life takes a magical turn when she discovers her new neighbors are none other than Cosmo and Wanda, fairy godparents, who come out of retirement to grant her wishes. Ashley Crystal Hairston joins the cast of the voice of Hazel. The series is co-executive produced by David Stone, Lindsay Hairston, and Daniel Abramovoshi, with Butch Hartman, the original series creator, and Fred Seibert also serving as executive producers. Production oversight is managed by Claudia Spinelli and Kelly Gardner of Nickelodeon. With Neil Wade as the executive in charge, Nickelodeon Animation is responsible for production.
Louis Vuitton, the epitome of luxury fashion, is making a significant stride into the world of golf with its latest collaboration featuring none other than Tyler, the Creator. Set to launch on March 21st, this capsule collection promises to redefine high-fashion golf apparel and accessories, offering a blend of sophistication and style that transcends the traditional boundaries of the sport. While Louis Vuitton has previously ventured into the realm of golf with offerings like the coveted golf bag and accessories, this collaboration marks a notable shift towards innovative golf apparel. Tyler, the Creator, renowned for his avant-garde approach to fashion, brings his distinct aesthetic to the table, infusing the collection with his signature flair and creativity. In the preview images released, we catch a glimpse of the collection's standout pieces, including a grass green damier golf bag adorned with head covers and a matching golf sneaker, a testament to Tyler's keen eye for design and attention to detail. Complementing the golf bag are a range of garments including a reversible windbreaker, a technical anorak, a zip-up cardigan, all meticulously crafted to blend style with functionality. The timing of this collaboration couldn't be more opportune, as golf experiences a renaissance in popular culture fueled by a growing interest among celebrities and athletes. With the likes of Drake, Niall Horan, and DJ Khaled embracing the sport, golf has firmly cemented its status as a cultural phenomenon, transcending its elitist origins to become a symbol of inclusivity and lifestyle. However, amidst the growing popularity of golf, there's a palpable tension in the industry with an influx of brands seeking to capitalize on the trend. Louis Vuitton and Tyler, the Creator, approached this collaboration with a sense of authenticity and reverence for the game, eschewing gimmicky marketing tactics in favor of a genuine homage to golf culture. The collection not only showcases Louis Vuitton's unparalleled craftsmanship and attention to detail, but also challenges conventional notions of golf attire, offering pieces that seamlessly blend luxury with practicality. From the understated elegance of the head covers to the bold design of the golf bag, each element of the collection exudes sophistication and refinement.
David Katzenberg has been announced as the director for the upcoming spin-off of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, titled Sam and Victor's Day Off. The project, produced by John Hurwitz, Hayden Ollisberg, and Josh Held of Cobra Kai fame, follows the adventures of the valet attendants who took Cameron's dad's Ferrari for a joyride in the original film. Named Sam and Victor, the characters were portrayed by Larry Flash Jenkins and Richard Edson. The decision to center a feature-length film around these characters marks a significant development, especially considering they were unnamed in the 1986 classic. Bill Postley, known for his work on Cobra Kai, is reported to be writing the script. The team behind this spin-off project brings substantial experience in reimagining classics into fresh narratives, promising an exciting new take on the beloved Ferris Bueller universe.
Milan Fashion Week kicked off this week, and here with an inside look at all the looks that came from it is Taylor DeLisi.
Hey hashtag, Milan Fashion Week is in full swing to continue Fashion Month's journey across Europe, and I'm here to bring you guys all of my favorite looks so far. Milan Fashion Week takes place from February 20th to 26th, where 56 shows and 74 presentations will take place over the next 5 days, featuring many of the Italian labels we know and love, such as Gucci, Prada, and Versace. Miucca Prada and Raf Simons form to be a powerhouse at this year's Fashion Week. Prada's collection aims to show a here and now, looking at the past and future to define the present. After the show, Prada published, quote, "The Fall-Winter 2024 Prada collection by Miucca Prada and Raf Simons embeds fashion with fragments of histories in an exploration of notions of beauty of a contemporary world formed by memories. There is romance with the past," end quote. Prada took inspiration from old-fashioned workers' uniforms and combined it with the brand's colorful identity we know and love today. Many of the models wore trousers and pilot hats, combining them with pencil skirts and leather coats. Etro is an Italian-based luxury clothing brand known for their paisley patterns and elegant accessories. To accentuate the designs, Etro had the models walk past a row of masks. Designer Marco De Vincenzo titled his show Act to convey that in the theater of fashion, he strives to be himself in addition to being the designer of Etro. Quote, "So the masks are a symbol of how I feel, a symbol of interpretation," end quote. De Vincenzo truly utilized the rich patterns Etro is famous for and succeeded in making his models look as if they were in a theatrical performance. Diesel is an Italian retail clothing company located in Briganza, Italy, known for its nonconformist approach to fashion design and its distinctive rebellious style. They were all the talk of Milan Fashion Week this year, with turning those who turned in via Zoom the stars of the show. 4 days out from the show, on February 18th, live stream cameras were set up across Diesel HQ and the Milan show venue to give fans unparalleled behind-the-scenes access. From Diesel's website and Instagram, anyone could tune in to watch the entire process of preparing a fashion show across casting, styling, fittings, and the ulterior. Fashion designer Glenn Martin said, "We like to go against the flow and have fun." Additionally, 1,000 participants were chosen first come, first served to be featured on the runway itself and were rotated across the video screens, creating a vivid background against the exuberant outfits. The spots to see the runway up close and personal were gone in 90 seconds, according to Diesel. I could talk for hours about all of the shows and outfits that Milan Fashion Week has to offer, but unfortunately that's all the time I have for tonight. Stay tuned for more fashion coverage in the coming weeks. I'm Taylor DeLisi, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
MGMT dropped their first LP in 6 years, and here with their thoughts is Joe Flynn.
Hey hashtag, I'm Joe. Today I'm going to be talking about MGMT's new album, Loss of Life. Loss of Life is MGMT's 5th studio album, which was released on February 23rd. The duo originally announced the album in October following the release of their single, Mother Nature. They would go on to drop 3 more singles from the album before the full release. MGMT is well known for their debut album, Oracular Spectacular, in 2009, which was critically acclaimed for its unique blend of electronic and indie music. Songs like Kids and Electric Field topped charts and gave the duo their big break. Following Oracular Spectacular, MGMT would release 3 more studio albums that would struggle to maintain the same level of popularity as their debut. The 2018 album, Little Dark Age, would eventually receive the love it deserved after their self-titled song went viral on TikTok. Now more than half a decade after their studio album, MGMT is trying something different with Loss of Life. The album provides listeners with a more upbeat indie sound instead of MGMT's renowned electronic sound that fans are used to. In an interview with music blog Stereo Gum, Andrew Van Weingarten said, quote, "A lot of these songs were worked out on an acoustic guitar first, and there's definitely a lot of synths on the album. But the start of the songs were usually on piano or acoustic guitar. So it's also in line with our goal of wanting to make something that was more emotionally direct and raw. I think this approach worked really well for MGMT. The guitar provides a nice and happy tone that matches the song's theme of being carefree and going with the flow of things. This doesn't mean MGMT abandoned the synths entirely. In the song Dancing in Brooklyn, the synths are at the forefront of the track and create the iconic sound that MGMT fans are used to. The song features indie band Christine and the Queens, who helped push the indie synth sound MGMT was going for. I think Dancing in Brooklyn is one of the best songs off the album, especially with the guitar that Christine and the Queens provide. Some of my favorite songs from the album include Nothing Changes and People in the Streets. These 2 songs have a more mellow and relaxed sound that I really enjoyed. There are also some of the longer songs of the album, running 5:38 minutes and 6:35 minutes respectively. Overall, MGMT has created a strong album with Loss of Life. Although the runtime is only 45 minutes and 10 tracks, every song has intent and is made with care. MGMT's new indie-focused sound works very well, and I cannot wait to see where it takes them. Although the album is not on the same level as Oracular Spectacular or Little Dark Age, I think it cements itself really well in MGMT's discography. That's all I have. Hashtag that will be back after this short commercial break.
Casey Nadelka is here for this week's Late Night Highlights. Take it away, Casey.
Thanks, guys. First up, former President Donald Trump is starting internet drama with Jimmy Kimmel. The late-night host said in an interview recently that he's considering retiring from TV, and Trump took to Truth Social to say, quote, "They could get a far more talented person who would also get better ratings for 5% of what they're paying this loser," unquote. Kimmel took the criticism with ease, going on his show Thursday night to joke, quote, "He has no idea how delighted I am by something like this. I'm going to try to enjoy it because he probably won't be able to do this when they take away his phone in prison," unquote. Kimmel's been calling out Trump very frequently on his show as of late, and it's not clear yet if Kimmel will be coming back for another season to continue the feud. Next, Seth Meyers is getting nostalgic as the host celebrates the 10-year anniversary of Late Night with Seth Meyers. He spoke to the Associated Press about his nervousness when he first went on air back in 2014, saying, quote, "Once people stopped seeing my legs, we turned a corner," unquote, in regards to his unique style of presenting the opening of the show from behind a desk. He also reflected on his past at SNL, which films just a few floors away from Meyers' show. He'll be joined on tonight's episode with former SNL co-star Amy Poehler to celebrate the show's milestones. Lastly, Drew Barrymore has just turned 49, and to celebrate, her friend and co-star from the movie Fever Pitch, Jimmy Fallon, has given her Madame Tussauds wax figure. Fallon surprised her with this during Thursday night's episode of The Drew Barrymore Show, with the star proclaiming, "I have to secretly admit, I've always wondered, would I ever get picked? And I didn't think I would." The wax figure wasn't the only gift this episode, as the host was surprised with a ride in the iconic Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, driving through the streets of the city. We here at Hashtag wish Drew Barrymore a very happy birthday. That's it for this week's Late Night Highlights. Stick around, because after the break, Liz Ippolito will join the host at the desk for this week's Hollywood News Update.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job. I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working. I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Welcome back. We're joined by Liz Ippolito for this week's Hollywood News Update. What do you have for us, Liz?
Thanks, guys. We're going straight to the Golden State for our first story. Sam Mendes has been announced to direct 4 separate Beatles films. One will be about Paul McCartney, one on John Lennon, one on George Harrison, and one on Ringo Starr. Each will be from the band members' point of view up until the band's breakup in the 1970s. The band members and their estates have granted full story and music rights for the film. In a statement to Variety, Mendes said, quote, "I'm honored to be telling the story of the greatest rock band of all time and excited to challenge the notion of what constitutes a trip to the movies," end quote. Sony Pictures Entertainment will finance and distribute all films. Michael and Grace, do you think we should let it be as 4 films, or do you think this project would bode well as a limited series structure?
So, I mean, look, a limited series definitely would be the safer route to go if they're focusing on like 4 different stories. Although, I'm kind of interested to see what they have to do with these 4 films, because this is something that's never been done before. Like Bohemian Rhapsody, that was all about all members of Queen, not just one of them. So I'm very curious to see what they could do, and that could be interesting. Like one year you get one perspective, another year you get another, and so on and so on. So it's definitely a risky option. I do fully acknowledge that, but I'm curious to see how it comes out.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, but personally for me, with limited series being the trend right now, I feel like maybe following a few episodes per band member and then tying it all at the end with their story as a whole could definitely be appealing to like Beatles fans. But either way, I think that no matter what, again, they have one of the biggest fan bases in the world. I think that it's going to do well no matter what.
Yeah, so this is a very tricky subject to think about because not a lot of people go to see 4 movies in a year, so it might be better as a limited series. Moving on, United Music Group, also known as UMG, is in the news after granting a deal with Chord Music Partners. The $240 million deal will grant UMG to songs by artists such as Kid Cudi, The Weeknd, John Legend, and Lorde. Chord has the rights to approximately 60,000 songs and values at $1.8 billion. When the transaction is completed, UMG will hold 74.2% and 25.8% stakes. UMG has also been under fire after their disputes with TikTok and thus removing all their songs from the app. Michael and Grace, do you think this merger is a smart move, or will their removal of their sounds from TikTok result in the company's demise?
I think that definitely it's going to receive, like you said, more backlash socially than financially, just because TikTok has been such an accessible way to find music that you like. And like, I feel like I found a lot of songs that I liked personally from TikTok sounds, and these people are already all very famous, and I don't think it's gonna hurt them financially. But what do you think, Michael?
Yeah, no, I agree. Financially, I definitely think they're gonna be fine. Socially, there is potential in taking a hit. Like, I do want to see what you're saying, but I think people gotta remember there are plenty of other ways that people can hear about these songs other than TikTok, like Instagram Reels, or radio in the car, or Spotify, or a club, or a party, or like et cetera, et cetera. Like I don't think everything's all about TikTok. Like, I feel like there's still plenty of other ways people can hear about a new song and vibe to it and get popular. But what do you think, Liz?
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a tricky topic to think about because today we find so much music on TikTok, and it's one of the main sources of how we consume this form of media, but it is such a big company that I don't think it really will affect it that much. But that's all we have time for this Hollywood news update. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait.
Why?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Netflix just released a live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and here with their thoughts is Alex Kendall and Shayna Barrett.
What's up, hashtag? It's Alex. And Shayna. Last Thursday, Netflix released the highly anticipated live adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The show features an exciting cast, including Gordon Cormier, who plays Aang, Dallas Liu, who plays Zuko, and Albert Kim serves as the executive producer. While the original series was created almost 18 years ago, the series has since surged due to the pandemic in 2020. However, despite the excitement of the live action, there is clear underlying turmoil amidst the fanbase on the production of the series, and we're here to break it down. In case anyone is unfamiliar, Avatar: The Last Airbender focuses on Aang, the sole person who can wield all four elements, and his journey to defeat the Fire Nation. Aang is joined by two comrades, Water Tribe siblings Sokka and Katara, and throughout the original series, we see them travel with Aang as he masters the four elements.
However, despite how simple that plot may sound, Netflix certainly took some creative liberties in departing from the source material. One of the most notable differences was the choice to fill in the audience on the backstory of how Aang got trapped in the iceberg, whereas in the original, the audience learned along the way through a series of flashbacks. Another classic Netflix move was to condense characters and events into one, merging a majority of significant plot points into Amashu, the Earth Kingdom. However, the most significant difference in the new show is the flame of Aang and Katara's young love being completely snuffed out. In an article by The Slate, they mentioned, quote, "All of these moments may be minor, but in aggregate, they solidify the growing friendship between Team Avatar, which needs a strong foundation as the group expands and changes throughout their journey to save the world," end quote.
The original creators, Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, both released statements in 2020 as to why they departed from the project. DiMartino wrote, quote, "When Netflix brought me on board to run this series 2 years ago, they made a very public promise to support our vision," and Konietzko continued, "Unfortunately, there was no follow-through on that promise," end quote. Additionally, fans were severely up in arms regarding the changes in Sokka's character, who was originally very sexist in the animated show. Now, to give more context, they were upset over the changes in his story arc and character development. While the act of being sexist obviously is overall very negative, Sokka learned the error of his ways through the events he encountered during the journey, specifically with the interaction he has with the Kyoshi warriors. Now that character development has been shifted to more of a, quote, "I am the leader and you are the follower," end quote, according to Sokka's actor Ian Owsley. Additionally, Owsley mentions that, quote, "He's still the Sokka we know and love from the cartoon and definitely still has his arcs and his lessons in the show," end quote.
Speaking of Sokka's actor, another large controversy that sparked during 2022 was that Ian Owsley allegedly lied about his heritage in order to get the role. As a result, Netflix began to face serious backlash on potentially whitewashing the cast. While his managers claimed that he was mixed-raced, some social media users did a deep dive into his origins, even going so far as to, quote, "contacting all 3 federally recognized Cherokee tribes and none of them had him as a member," end quote. According to the Daily Mail, Ousley has not publicly made any statements regarding these accusations. However, whether or not these controversies are breaking points, that is up to the viewer themselves.
But while I know both of us can go on and on about this series, that's about all the time we have left to cover the live adaptation. Netflix currently has all of Book 1, Water, out to stream, consisting of 8 episodes total, and is already planning on writing season 2. And if that happens, Shayna and I will be more than ready to talk about it. But for now, that's all for us on the live.
Hashtag alert! This week, we're going to be playing a game of Gossip with Grace Pop Culture Edition. Let's get started.
What is that?
Okay. I see. It looks blue. It looks.
I think that it might be. It might just be a picture of the lovely hashtag staff. I think it's a trick question.
All right, it really isn't that. I'm gonna go on a limb right here. I mean, I see like small white dots and small pink dots.
Oh,
so
it's
maybe
Chris Rock getting hit by Will Smith. I just realized.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on to the next one. That was exhilarating. Oh, I think that it's Kanye stealing the thing from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Just a hunch. Oh my god, wow.
Okay, we're 2 for 2.
We're good at this.
Wait.
Bro.
Oh, I know this.
The next one?
This is bothering me. I've seen
That's
this.
Miss Britney smashing the car. I think.
Yeah, no.
Yep,
She smashed that.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I remember when I was like in the car and I found out that Britney shaved her head. Like when I was young.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, and everyone was like, Britney's crazy. Like she shaved her head. Like I kind of get it.
Yeah, no, like no
I get
judgment. I mean, it definitely would caught me off guard, but I mean, I'm not judging.
Yeah, like no one should judge Miss Brit.
Yeah, let her do what she wants.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This one's a little tough.
This was like some. All right, this was like some like cast photo.
Yeah,
I'm
it looks
getting
like
some,
a
cast
selfie.
photo
Is it?
vibes.
I think. Is it like?
I have a couple guesses in mind of what this could
All right,
be.
rattle
like,
them off the dome.
Maybe like
Come on.
Oscars, Oppenheimer homies.
I think that it might.
I think it might be that.
I think that it's a selfie of the "Don't Worry, Darling" cast.
All right, let's see it.
That's what I said.
All right, I said Oscars. I said Oscars,
yeah,
so
like,
I would get points. I get points.
I do too.
I get points. All right.
Because this is Gossip with Grace, and.
All right. This was like an award of some. Wait, is that a person or is that an object?
I think it's a hand.
Okay, there's white dots around it.
I think it's a disco ball with a hand in front of it. I remember when that happened.
All right, whose hand is that,
I don't know what that is.
What the heck?
Let's reveal. Yeah. Oh, the meat dress! Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get that one. I love that look from Miss Gaga. That's so upsetting. Oh my gosh, Kitty, Michael Katzman, we have to get like.
Come on, we still got 2 more to go. We still got 2 more to go.
I think that this one.
I see pink.
I also see pink. I think that it's.
Looks like there's 3 people
fighting.
in there.
This is a hard game.
Yeah,
I
wish we got some hints. I wish we got some hints. They're not giving us enough to work with.
Oh, it was interesting.
Huh.
He said, "What is gra?"
Okay, well, last but not least.
All right, we got to get the last one, Michael.
Let's get this.
All
right, this is blue.
That
it's blue.
is a picture of a beautiful.
I'm getting
blue
concert.
jay.
I'm getting concert vibes. I'm getting some singer. It's a singer of some sort.
Yeah, I agree. I think it might be. I guess we'll never know.
Roll the clip.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah,
so
no, I did not know this.
I'm gonna snag the points on that.
Yeah,
however,
we still won. We still won. We get the prize. They're giving us our $1 million out of this. But anyways,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was like your favorite pop culture moment from like recently? Like maybe like it could be like a scandal or just like something that like happened.
Oh. That's a tough one. I'm trying to think what's happened recently, like that's really been.
I feel like the biggest thing is like Taylor Swift going back on tour. But like personally, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah,
but
no, like she's good,
yeah.
but she's not like one of my favorite celebrities. So I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I'm
think.
like.
I mean, seeing Sweet Victory play at the Super Bowl was pretty.
Yeah.
Good. I remember 5 years ago, back in 2019, how people were like hyping it up, and then it ended up just being sicko mode instead of Sweet Victory by SpongeBob. So I think a lot of people were very happy, and also hearing the SpongeBob characters broadcast the game was hilarious.
I totally agree.
But anyways, that's all we have time for on #that this week.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date.
I'm Miles Flynn.
And I'm Grace Parisi. From the producers, talent, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thank you for watching #that, and we will see you again next week.
Bye!